Oops, about 5 minutes late, but hey, we're here, so it's all good. It's kind of bright. Let's fix that a little bit. Today is the first push day, that is, using the old Turk Max. So we got this here, Turkesterone Turk Max from HTLT Subs. First leg day yesterday went pretty well, so we're gonna see how it affects the push day. And I also have other stuff I typically use every day from harder than last time. Vegan protein powder, not that I'm vegan, but I just like that flavor. Then the Hardcore Stem pre-workout and creatine. So those are the things I typically take every day. This is day 2 of this test. I'm gonna go ahead and get my first set here. If you have any questions, this is typically, if you're new here, just a question and answer format, talking about various topics. Talk some about supplements today since I'm using that. But gonna see how this bench pressing goes. I'll talk about the numbers and stuff as we go, but I'll go ahead and start with getting my first warm-up set in here. I always suggest warming up. Don't just get on there. Even 135, that's light to me, but I just start with the bar first. Get nice controlled 15 reps. And then go from there. And use the safety rails. Try to treat my warm-ups like I do all my sets, so performing them the same way that I would any other set. Now, I labeled PR on here for this episode today, but that's not a 1 rep max. It's a 10 rep max. So I started my last progression of this test with 200 pounds. So today I'm shooting for 210. So I got all the way up to 200 for 12 reps at the end of the cycle I was doing. Not steroid cycle, but mesocycle, whatever you want to call it. My typical gauge for reps, like for every 5 pounds is 1 rep. So if I could do 200 for 12, then I could probably do 210 for 10. So I'm starting at 210. I'm gonna be staying at that weight for this whole 7 sessions that I'm recording while using this Turkesterone, and see if the strength progression goes quicker. If I can get to 13 or 14 reps by the end, maybe. That'd be pretty crazy. But if I get 10 reps today, that'd be a PR. For my leg press yesterday, it was 375. I went up from 350, shooting for 10. I decided to go 380 instead, and I got 11. So if I make that kind of progress on the bench press today, that will be quite impressive, but I'm not getting my hopes up or anything. Cause, I don't know, it seems easier for me to progress with the legs. There's just something about, I don't know, I'm able to push my legs harder or something. So we'll see how it goes. But second warm up here, 135 for 10. Again, if you're joining in, you have questions, comments, whatever, post in the chat, and I'll answer them. We'll talk about whatever. Feeling pretty good. I haven't bench pressed really in 2 weeks since I've been gone on my last work trip. I did some dumbbell bench press, but overall I just didn't really have any bench press options. is loud. I don't know if you can hear my 10-month-old, he keeps going, I think he's got a new tooth about to pop through. But it's getting annoying. So the way I warm up, so I do just the bar for 15, 135 for 10. I'm gonna do 190 now for 5, yeah. And then I jump up and do one heavy set of 2, what I think is like my 5 or 6 rep max, just to, for me, I just feel like I do better on my first working set of higher reps after that. After doing a little bit heavier weight than moving down, makes the weight not feel so heavy on my working sets. So that's the way I'm working it here. And if you look at the description, I have listed my my very last workout I did of the end of the last mesocycle. So you can see how much I'm going up in various weights compared to that. Unplug the fridge there, it gets kind of annoying. Why are these ads popping up? I put not to do ads in the middle of it and they still do it anyways. I don't get this whole YouTube thing sometimes. But yeah. If y'all are tuning in, let me know where you're watching from or what you're working out today. I think I'm gonna do one more set with this on and then be warmed up enough. It's not that cold right now. I don't know, it was a little bit chillier in here this morning, but not too bad. Excuse me. I need to get some music in here. But yeah, so when it comes to supplements, I'm not going to tell you buy all this stuff. You need all this stuff. It's going to be great. So I'm testing it myself. If I'm testing something new, I like to track the progress and actually see if it made a noticeable difference over what I would normally do. If it doesn't, I'm not going to waste my money on it or tell other people to get it. That's why I pretty much always just tell people creatine, protein powders, pre-workout. Of all those things, I would say probably protein powder is the number one I would suggest if you're getting into working out, because you don't really need creatine or pre-workouts. Like I didn't start using any kind of pre-workout until I was in my 30s. But protein, you need to get enough protein to build muscle. So that's probably the most important supplement I would say to get if you're not eating enough protein, around a gram per pound of body weight a day. And then after that, the creatine would probably be the next thing. Then pre-workouts, we'll see how this works. GO2 max is pretty good as well. I had a good experience with that. That's if you're doing cardio. I wouldn't use GO2 max for exercises, you know, like lifting sessions. Second, I need to wipe off this floor. Can I get a wet paper towel? I'm gone for 2 weeks. I got here, a lot of leaves and stuff are blowing in the garage, and the floor's a little, not slick, but I guess kind of powdery feeling. And I was doing a set. Thank you. Clean the floor. I was doing one of my hard sets and my foot slipped and kind of threw me off a little bit. I don't want that to happen in the middle of this. There we go. That should be good. leg drive. Helps out in the bench press. What you doing, baby? Shut the door, honey, that's loud. Shut the door. Shut it. Alright, clean off the shoes a little bit as well. If you've never used lifting shoes, if you're a more experienced lifter, pretty nice, especially if you're, which, I mean, I got it for squatting and deadlifting more so, but it makes a difference with bench press too. Having stable grip pushing against the floor for leg drive, but for squats and deadlifts, definitely really like these things. These shoes. All right, that was 190. So let's That's 205. This is my last warm-up heavy set before my working set of higher reps. So it's 235. Alright, that's 85, 9505, 225, 235. Yep. 235, just for 2 reps. Because I don't want to do higher reps, like actually try to get 5 or 6 reps with it, because that would make me tired. I just want to feel the heavy weight, get accustomed to it, and that'll get me ready for my working sets. Yeah, it's nice and tacky now. So, after this, we'll be shooting for that PR. 10 rep PR. Okay, stay back while I'm doing this. I mean, you can go over here, that's fine, but don't come near the weights, okay? No shoulder pain. So that's a good sign. And I felt heavy, so now when I go to do my sets of 25 pounds less than that, it's not going to feel nearly as heavy. So we'll see how this goes. I could put my yellows on here, so it's 205 and add these, but the way, honey, quit leaving the door open. You can come out here, but stop leaving the door open. But I dropped down to 200 after I do a couple sets of this, and then 190. So essentially, I'm doing, the way I've been working out is I do, I've just been picking 4 exercises for my workout. So for my leg day, 4 exercises, push day 4, pull day 4 exercises. I used to be like, oh, I need to do flat bench, and then I need to do incline, I need to do dips, I need to do flies, and all kinds of stuff. And I would get like 2 working sets for each. But now I'm just like, lock into one exercise, get 5 hard sets, then pick a few other things, accessory exercises, call it good. And focus on getting good at that. So that's what I've been doing. Bench press for this, 5 working sets, which we're about to get into now. I'm gonna see if I can hit 210 for 10 here. It'll be pretty sweet if I get it. But I do 5 working sets of that. And if I'm shooting for 10 reps, like there's no way I'm gonna get 10 reps on 5 sets in a row. Otherwise, the first 3 or 4 sets, I could have pushed way harder. So push as hard as I can. I try 10 or 9. If I don't get at least 9, I drop the weight 5%. Keep going. When I can't get at least 9, again, I drop it. So essentially when I get down to 10% of the weight that I started with and I can't get the same amount of reps, then I'm pretty much done. And that usually happens within 5 sets. So that's what we're doing here. 210. I can do this. I can do this. Excuse me. There we go. Get my head in the right space. Get ready for this. And I know there's probably folks out there that'll be like, oh, you're just holding yourself back before. That's why you can do more now that you're taking the Turkesterone. I'm like, that's not how I do stuff. If I'm working out, I'm pushing myself, unless it's a deload or if I'm not feeling great. But if I'm feeling good, normal, I'm pushing as hard as I can because I want to make progress. It would be really cool. One of my goals is to work up to 315 1 rep max. So that'd be pretty sweet if I get that. Eventually. But I'm sticking around the 10 rep range because I can lift pretty heavy now and nothing's hurting most of the time. So. All right, let's see what happens. Just got to get to it. $85, $95, $05, $210. We got the safety rails. Since I'm by myself, even if I'm not by myself, I can just lower it and then have someone help me raise it up. I think on my last workout, I had to use the rails of shame. Strip the weight, put the bar back on, put the weight back on. That's what they're for. Better to have to unrack it and put it back up there than letting it break your chest or your throat. All right, we got this, we got this. Nice smooth reps. That's a PR right there, buddy. 210 for 10. I wasn't sure if I was gonna get it. That 5th rep was already feeling kind of tough. It's crazy though, like, after doing that 235, those first few reps feel like nothing. And I think back to the time when I used to bench, when I got 200 for the first time, struggling to get it up. And now I just did 210 for 10. Shoot. And that's also after being gone from home for over 2 weeks. So I haven't done this workout in almost 3 weeks. 2.5, I have to look at how many days it actually is. Almost 3 weeks. So there's a whole just neuro adaptation getting into it. You go through weeks. I mean, I did lots of chest press machines. I did some dumbbell bench presses at hotels that had them, but I didn't do a single barbell bench press the whole time I was gone. I did Smith machine once, but I did an incline. And it was the end of my workout. So that felt good. And also, when I was coming home Monday, I was flying literally all day. Flew 8.5 hours 9 hours from Taiwan to Alaska, then another 3 hours to Seattle, then another 4.5 to Atlanta. I was up the entire time. I fell asleep for like an hour maybe. Got home, had a nap. Didn't sleep very good Tuesday night. Last night I just kept waking up and baby was waking up. So it's like I'm tired, fatigued, but I still just busted out a PR. So that's pretty exciting there. So, man, sorry. I doubt I'm gonna get 200 or 210 for 10 again. I'm gonna do another set. We'll see if I get 9. Look at my tracker here real quick. The first time of my first mesocycle, I did 200 for 10, then 200 for 9. So we'll see if I can hit that for 9 this time. But that felt pretty good. Got that PR. I feel it in my chest too, which obviously it's bench press you're supposed to, but I used to bench press like this and my shoulders would hurt, you know, like literally 90-degree angle. I didn't realize my shoulders got bigger and they would hurt a lot. It wasn't until I was, I think I was watching Matt Does Fitness. I was like 28 or 29. He was talking about how you arch your back, retract your shoulder blades. And I started doing that. I had to take a lot of weight off the bar until I got used to it. I was like, oh, yeah. Because like, if you look at this, your chest is sunken in, your shoulder's really tight. Pull your shoulders back and get an angle like this, and all of a sudden you feel it in your chest. You still feel your shoulder tight because you're still using it, but your chest engagement is way bigger. So if you can get your form right, your chest will grow versus just your shoulders. That felt good. That was exciting. Oh, man. I just track my stuff on Notes app right there. Simple way to do it. I'll take a screenshot and save the pictures every so often so I can compare and see what I've done. Granted, you don't really have to do that because like with, you know, I'm tracking everything right now on an Excel or Numbers, it's Apple's Excel version of it, but I'm tracking everything on there, every workout. But normally at the beginning of, you know, a program or something, 6 weeks, 8 weeks or whatever, I'll just take a screenshot of all those, and at the end I'll take a screenshot and compare. And it's good to do that, you know, taking pictures of yourself, tracking weights and stuff, just so you can see over time, because you might feel like, man, I haven't made progress in forever, but then I see, oh, well actually 6 months ago I could only bench press 185 for 10, now I just did 210 for 10. Something like that. And it helps you get motivated and be like, dang, I am doing good, I'm gonna keep pushing. All right. Feeling good now. See if we can get this second set. talking about there. If you go all out on your first set, you're not going to get the same amount of reps on the second one. So that was only 8. So now I'm going to strip off 10s. We'll go down to 200. See if we can get close to 10. If I get 10, I may stick with it for another set. But if I only get 9 or less, then I'm going to go ahead and drop it down to 190. And that's how I do it. Just shoot for 1 more rep each time. I mean, if I can get more than 1 rep, I'll do it. But that's the goal, progressive overload. Just a little bit more each time. And hopefully, you'll progress. That felt pretty good, even though it was tough. So next set will be 200. Depending on how that goes, I'll either be staying at 200 or going down to 190. Just updating my phone here. Come on. There we go. I was going to work out a little later, like after lunchtime, but I got a big construction project I'm helping a friend with tomorrow. We gotta do some prep work today. I think there's some rain right now, but it's supposed to end around noon, so I'll work out, then head over there. But if you're joining in, post comment in the chat. Let me know, what kind of supplements do you use? You think Turkesterone's a scam? I don't know, we'll see. It's not so much like a one day, oh, see how strong I am taking this. It's more so what I'm tracking is my progress through the next 7 sessions. So I was able to go from 200 for 10 on my first session and slowly work up to 200 for 12 after 7 total sessions. So I'm gonna see now, here's my new 10 rep max. Can I progress at a faster pace? Will I be able to maybe end up at 13 or 14 reps at the end of it? We'll see how that works. And if the strength progression is quicker after taking it for an extended period of time. So that's how we're tracking it. I got a new machine, chest fly machine. So before I was just doing bench press, then 4 sets of dips, and then I was doing lateral raises, just 3 exercises, because I don't really want my triceps, not that I don't want them bigger, but I don't feel the need to make them much bigger right now because my arms are pretty dominant. I just want to bring my chest up more, so I'm focusing more on it. But I got a chest fly machine I'm about to make a review on here soon. I've used it a couple times now, but I like it. So I'm taking one of my sets off the dips. So I got 5 sets of bench, 3 sets of dips, and then 2 sets of this plate loaded chest fly machine, like a pec deck type of thing. You'll see it in a bit. But that's my 10 sets total, because for working out weekly volume between 10 and 20 working sets is what you want to shoot for ideally for your major muscle groups. So that's 10 sets on a chest, and then twice a week that gives me 20. So I'm at the high end of it because I want to focus on my chest and try to bring it up. Pretty happy with my back size for the most part, my legs. My chest has always been lacking in my opinion, so give it a little extra emphasis. See how it goes. All right, set number 3, 200 pounds. 85, 95, 200. Lightweight, baby. Lightweight. Lightweight. 9. So I'm gonna drop it down to 190 for my last 2 sets. Excuse me. $210 for 10 reps. That's like lifting a ton, literally. Total volume of work for the set. 2,100 pounds. Whew. All right, so 200 for 9. It's gonna be cool because hopefully, I want to get up to where I can do 225 for 10. But I'm only 15 pounds away now, so that's cool. But with the Turkesterone down there, I'm only taking 1 per day. So I'm starting out this process. I'm gonna do I keep thinking 7 weeks, but it's more like 5 to 6 weeks because it's 7 sessions. But I do 4-day split for legs, push, pull, swim, and do it again. So 4 times 7 is 28 days. Is that it? That's like 1 month. So 4 weeks, pretty much. Is that right? 7, huh. Is my math right? Maybe, I guess so. But, whatever. Stuff comes up and I miss some days. Around 4 to 5 weeks. Anyways, I'm gonna do the whole thing with 1 a day. I'm gonna do a little deload. I'm gonna start over again with whatever I think the new 10 rep max will be and do it with double, so 2 doses, because you can take up to 3 a day. So I want to compare, is the progress more when I take 1 a day? How about when I go to 2 a day? How much more progress does that make? And I've had people comment like, oh, you're just a shill, or this isn't good science, this is citizen science, blah, blah, blah. It's like, I'm not doing an official study. I'm just tracking something that I know I can track and be consistent with and see if I notice a difference. I mean, what else am I just make a review like most people do and say, I felt like I had more energy while I was working out. I felt stronger. I felt more motivated. I'm not doing feelings. I'm gonna do objective numbers and measures, things I can actually see written down. Here's the start, here's the end. How much of a change was there? So that's how I do it. And I just like to share my progress because if it helps someone else make a decision, then that's cool. That's what we're going for. Let's see. So my first round of the last mesocycle, I got 10 then 9, I dropped the weight, got 9, dropped it again, got 11 and 10. So if I get 11 with 190 here, that'll be kind of on par with what I got the first round with 180. We'll see. It might feel super light now, I don't know. And then I did a drop set of 10, dropped the 50s and got another 10, so. If I get 11 here, that'll be pretty cool. But it feels good to hit PRs. You know, a lot of people think PR and think you're 1 rep max, but 10 rep max PRs, that's what we're going for right here. All right, here we go. Notice I pull my shirt down as I'm laying down because when I arch my back or get my shoulder blades back and go like this, I don't want my shirt sliding. I want it to already be tight. All right, 190. when you learn how to tighten everything and you're using that leg drive, your legs might get a little sore at the end. I also did legs yesterday, so they're already a little sore, so I might feel it extra. But I've been lifting with my dad before, and I guess he was a little bit low on sodium. And I was like, what was that? I think he was doing like 195 or 205 for, sets of 5. And he like was doing it and then shot one of his legs out. I was like, are you good? He's like, no, I'm getting a cramp. I was like, just rack it, bro. Oh man, it was funny. I thought he like slipped and was about to fall. He was like, no, I just got a cramp, I'm good. All right, we got one more set of bench. I'm gonna move on to the rest of it. Essentially, I'm gonna do kind of like a superset deal. I'm gonna do my first set of dips, then get my warm-up set of lateral raises. I kind of do 2-ish warm-up sets for the lateral raises. So I'll do those. Basically 3 sets of legs, 3 sets of that, and I do 2 sets of the pec deck machine along with the last 2 sets of the lateral raises. So it's like a superset 5 times, but with 2 exercises in the beginning and 2 exercises at the end. And those are my 4 exercises for today. It's always fun though, hitting some new PRs. Especially coming into it not being too confident with being tired, traveling for 2.5 weeks, getting home, not sleeping well for like 3 nights in a row. Then hitting some PRs, so hopefully by the time I'm well rested in a week, I'm into the 3rd session. Who knows, maybe I'll already be at 12 reps. That'd be pretty sweet. That would be pretty sweet. Be cool if I work up to 225 for the next round of this when I'm on the 2 Turkesterone. That would be pretty sweet. But yeah, so this is how I work out. Just in my garage by myself most of the time. Can do what I want, when I want, not waiting on people. Got lots of good machines now. I've slowly built up over time. I mean, I started building up this garage gym. I started with just this rack behind me and a barbell and just some rubber coated steel plates and like a 300-pound set, I think. That was, man, how long have I lived here? 2019 and now 6 years. I was in Mississippi for 5 years before that, so it's been like 9 years since I started building this gym. Wow. And now it's like mini commercial gym in here with all this equipment, all the dumbbells. Got 1, 2, 3, 4 machines. And I got this rower. I'm gonna be getting a treadmill here soon. So it's, just stick with it. And stuff builds up. It'd be a lot cheaper to just pay $10 a month at my local gym. But I like working out at home. I like doing what I want, when I want. Being able to film when I want. All right, here we go, last set. So this is a drop set. So I'm gonna do as many as I can again. I'm gonna strip the 25s, so I'm gonna do 190 for as many, and then 140 for as many as I can. And that'll be it for bench press. I'm feeling a little shaky. I had 2 servings of oatmeal for breakfast, plenty of carbs. I'm starting to feel like I need some more food. I'll get a handful of Cheerios or something. funny how light 190 feels now. Oh, not quite 10. That's all good. And I can drop my weights if I want, unlike at a gym. Alright, feel pretty good about that. Oh man. It's a good start to this mesocycle. Real good start. Again, if you're joining in, let me know where you're watching from. Or what kind of lifts you're doing today. Push day, pull day, full body, upper, lower. A lot of folks like, oh man, what do you do? Like, how do I get like that? They see all these silly workouts on Instagram or think there's all kinds of special stuff you have to do to get jacked or get in shape. But it's literally just doing the same stuff like this over and over and over consistently. Tracking your progress, pushing yourself hard. That's it. Slowly, progressively overload. And you go from being a 13-year-old kid struggling to bench press 100 pounds to sitting here doing 210 for 10 reps. It's just consistency over time is what it's all about. And that's most of the world's problem, because people do not want to take the time to do stuff. Popping my back here. They want everything right now. Like that kid from Willy Wonka. I want it now. But it takes time. A lot of effort. A lot of consistency. And you'll get there. Eventually. You may not become a pro, or be some great power lifter or whatever, but you can be better than you are now. I've never been real good at bench pressing, like heavy, and just, I don't know if I have long arms, I've had shoulder issues, but I can still do a lot more than I used to. Used to want to try to squat 400, but I don't think that's ever going to happen because I've got my lower back's crooked, and the more weight I put on there, the more it gets stressed and I hurt. I did work up to a 500-pound deadlift, so that was pretty cool. So yeah, just be content with where you are, but try to push a little better. Then you'll always be happy with the progress you make. All right, so first set. If I make the first set still like a working set, the way I do it is rather than, doing a 10 rep max off the bat, I don't really feel like doing a warm-up set then going into my 10 rep max. So I shoot for around a 20 rep max for the first one because it's easy enough. The first 10 reps aren't that hard. You're kind of warming up into it. And then it's still a hard set because you can grow muscle anywhere in the 5 to 30 rep range. That's what Mike Israetel talks about. If you're pushing close to failure, granted, it's harder to push to failure the higher up you go in reps, just because you got to go so long through so many reps. But it's a good way to combine a little bit of warm up with still being a working set. So we got 15 pounds here for dips, shooting for up to 20 reps. See how it goes. I put my hat on backwards because I go all the way down until my face touches the rack and then push back up. That's how I gauge full range of motion on this. I'll count out every 5. Or call out every 5. Five. 10. 15. 20. So I'll keep this for the next set. I think that 2 weeks off, I mean, again, I still worked out while I was gone, but that 2 weeks of not doing the same stuff actually helped out quite a bit with my my shoulder kind of hurt a little bit. Get this bike out of the way so I can get my dumbbells. Be right back. Definitely need a little more space in here. Alright. Start with 15s. Reps here. Five. 10. 15. 20. All right, felt pretty good. Man, it starts to burn with the shoulders. You can definitely feel a pump though, so that's cool. The sun's coming out finally. It's pretty gloomy looking this morning. So next up for dips is 60 pounds hooked to me. You get some music on in here. Only problem is it gets copyright striked. Then YouTube punishes you and doesn't show your videos as much. All right, let's do this. 60 pounds. I've been stuck at 10 reps with 60 pounds for a long time. Granted, you know, this is after doing bench pressing and progressing almost every time in the bench press. So by the time I get to this, I've actually done more work. So it's like, if I'm still getting 10 reps with the same weight, it's after doing more work overall before that. So it's actually not a bad sign. Let's see if we can get 11 today. Got it. That was close. Really close. I need a second before I do the lateral raises. Turn this a little bit too. Write that down. So, some Turkey. There's the missus. She's pretty cool. All right. So we can get another 20 here. 2, 5, 10, 15, 20. Something I didn't mention earlier is I did say like how I'm not really tracking, oh, how do I feel? I feel more motivated, stuff like that, like I've heard from other people, because I'm already motivated to work out, because I like making progress. So it's not like I get more motivated by taking a supplement. Now, if there are times when I don't feel as motivated to work out, what I typically do is remind myself of 2020, or may have been early 21, yeah, when I was on a 17-day trip, and I didn't really get to see the outside of a hotel room, except for leaving to go to the plane, fly somewhere, and go straight to another hotel room, because all these countries were psychos and basically locked you in your hotel room for days at a time. And all I could do were push-ups and pull-ups, like loading up my suitcase with water bottles and doing rows with it. Like, that's what I resorted to. I've actually got some old live videos on the channel of me doing that in China, doing pull-ups on door frames. So I remind myself of that when I wished I could go to a gym. I did not have the ability to do it. So I'm grateful and thankful that I can, even on the days I'm tired. But as far as how I feel during the workout, okay? I don't feel any different during my workout. Like, I don't necessarily feel stronger, or like, I did notice, I guess a little bit on the bench press too, I don't feel as much burn on the higher rep sets. Like when I was doing the leg press, usually after a couple working sets in, I'll start feeling my quads burning towards the end of the set of like 10 to 12, anything over 10 reps. And I didn't feel that until I got to my drop set. So, you know, I pretty much did 10 or 11 reps, dropped the weight and did another 8 or 9, and they were burning then. And I felt on those last like 2 or 3 reps after I did the drop set of this, a little bit of burning. So I don't know if it does anything with lactic acid, but I didn't feel as much burn as I normally would. So I guess that's something a little different. But as far as like feeling motivated or feeling, I don't know, noticing that I took something, I don't notice creatine either. Like, I notice that I gained a little bit of water weight, but that's about it. Thanks, beauty. Hi, sweetie. High five. Gotcha. You're so pretty. How'd you get that way? How'd you get so pretty?
From God.
From God? Yeah, that's true. All right, I'm gonna do a drop set here, 35 pounds, and drop it to 0. You don't take my tools off there, baby.
I don't.
And don't touch the computer. I don't want it to fall off.
Oh, you don't want your camera to fall off?
It'll break.
Oh, if your camera...
Yeah, and it costs a lot of money.
Well, I'm spinning it. Let me sit right. Right here. Dad, and sit right here. 5, 4, 3,
trying to count. You're saying count some numbers. Oops, there goes my Turk. I'm not done yet.
We're just doing.
All right, 14, and then 5.
It's my turn, Dad.
Yeah, it's your turn. Just don't fall. Okay?
I'm doing it.
Nice.
I like touching weights.
I'm gonna do that. Rest a minute before I do those lateral raises.
Wait.
Wait for what?
This is the weight.
Oh, that's the weight. Yeah, it is. Get these lateral raises. You're fine. You got the 35s now. Look out, honey, you're gonna hit your head. Honey, please don't swing like that. If you're gonna swing, swing on the other side. 14. So these chest flies, I've only done it a couple times so far. So I've been moving up the weight quicker than I guess I normally would with, other exercises because I'm getting a feel for it, what I can do. So today, let's see, that's 25. I'm gonna do 150 on my first set of I don't know, I guess I'll shoot for up to 20, kind of like my other stuff. And then maybe like 200 on the second set, do a drop set. See how it goes? You did it?
Yeah.
Nice.
I did it with a belt on.
With a belt on?
Yeah.
Just gonna zoom in here. Like that. But yeah, it's basically just a pec deck machine. And it's a nice little addition here. This is one of my favorite exercises. And these handles move so you can get in a comfortable position. You're strong. How'd you get that strong? 10. $15. Whew. That's 20. Felt pretty good. Huh? Thank you. Thank you for your encouragement. It's always nice when someone's being helpful. So based on my second and last set, I'm gonna do 200, then pull the 25s, and drop down, back down to 150 and keep going. Oh, obviously, I'm still getting used to it. Ow, that did not feel good. Wow, that was kind of painful. Ouch. So we got 20. Let's get another set of these lateral raises. Really bright. Almost done. Do one drop set of each. Drop set of the pec fly and a drop set of the lateral raise. And that will be the end of my push day. Hey, beauty. You're what?
I was just telling Anna something.
Oh, okay. That girl's too cute.
All these necklaces.
Well, they're not really necklaces, but okay. Let's go back over here. I'm gonna try to remember to not hit my head this time.
Dada, these are the push-ups.
They're what? That's a push-up spot? Okay. Nice. And for jumping? See, be careful, honey. Did that hurt?
No.
Be careful, please. We don't want to break that. when doing these is you still want to keep your shoulder blades back so that you're not rounding out and using your front delts and your biceps. Keep your shoulder blades back so you can feel your chest squeeze. It feels kind of awkward if you're not used to it, but once you start doing it, you notice a big difference in your chest. Be nice to each other.
Then we're going to do a stretch stunt. So Taylor, we're doing stretch stunts. Look, so we're going to go like this. Not like that. Come here. You're going to get your hands like this. Then bend the kind of go like that. Yes.
I need to take this down now, guys.
Okay, come here. Try to squeeze your arms. Why are you taking that down? I shouldn't be able to make your arms. What?
I have to start cleaning up.
Taylor, I shouldn't be able to make your arms.
There's other stuff you can
Squeeze as hard as you can. And put your feet together. Squeeze harder. That's how you want to be in your stretch jump. Yes, but remember. But now I'm going to do some weights. Okay.
12 and 8. Be careful, don't hurt yourself. You good? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Hey, you good?
You just hold the weights.
Maybe not. She'll be fine. All right, last set. Here we go.
The last set of what?
Of my lateral raises. And I gotta get ready to take you to gymnastics. What time is it? Yeah, I gotta get a shower.
I'll count.
5.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Are those hard? How many sets of those did you do?
This is my 5th one.
Wow.
My ears just started ringing.
You did, let me see. You did 24 of those.
At 25, I did 12 and then 13. That's it for today. All right.
I need to stretch my back out.
Got 12 and 13.
You look at me, Daddy.
Hey, Newport. I'm a pilot. Cargo airline pilot, so fly around Asia a lot. I mean, really everywhere. Asia, the Middle East, Europe, sometimes Australia. But yeah, that's the nice thing. Most of the hotels in Asia have good gyms, so I still get some good workouts in while I'm there. And I usually have to myself because I try to stay on home time as much as I can, so it's 14, 15 hours ahead there. So I wake up at 10, 11 at night, go to the gym at like 1 or 2 a.m. and usually no one's there. So it's just like this, I can do what I want. But that's it for today. I have, tomorrow I'm gonna be swimming and I'll be back on Saturday, Anna's birthday, with my pool workout. Not pool, but pull back workout. So keep a lookout for that. I think I might have another video coming tomorrow as well. I'll see y'all soon.
I can see, wait, I don't want that. It's me doing it again.
Sorry.